A man getting ready for our first date is so embarrassing.
Picturing the man that you're hanging out, I can't. First of all, I know he's gonna try on 7 outfits because she's so hot, and like whatever he comes up with, it's like everyone, the whole group chat approved of it. Okay, whatever. And then you get there and you're like, that's a weird outfit. Like, just crush his soul.
What are we doing with this outfit? What is up, guys? Welcome back to Gin and Toxic.
Hello.
G&T. Oh, I said I was going to take a shot of espresso before doing this, and I never got to it.
You need a manicure. Are we getting on that before you go to France?
Yes.
Okay.
Why do you think they look like this? Because I've been holding off. I know they're so bad,
They're
guys.
bad.
They are grown
It's usually
out,
me, so
chipped.
I'm just like humbling you.
Yeah, no, I'm getting them done. I think Thursday morning actually, because I don't leave until my flight's not until 7:30 p.m.
I kind of love that because you have the whole day
Yeah.
like last minute prep.
Exactly. So I was like, I'll wake up, I'll do some last minute prep, I'll get my nails done, I'll get my toes done. That way tomorrow I could focus on just like shaving and tanning and packing and all that stuff.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, we're getting gorgeous.
Stunning.
But welcome back, guys.
Welcome back. We're consistent. Second week in a row.
Second
putting
week in
out
a
an
row.
episode. Let's
Yay,
go.
We're back. We literally recorded what was last week's episode for you guys of catfishing. We recorded that yesterday. And now we're back with another episode. And while you guys are watching this, I'm in France, darling.
She's in France because she's rich.
France.
And I'm not. And I am going to break into Christina and Paige's apartment while they're
And
gone.
throw a fucking
and
rager.
throw a fucking banger. What are you going to do about it?
Nothing, I guess. I
I'm gonna
can't
break
do
all
much.
your crystals.
You're going to break my crystals.
Yeah, I'm just going to
Good
be like,
fucking
look,
luck.
Christina! Just start like, throwing the crystals.
I get back. Did you see that girl's TikTok that went viral? And she's like, I don't know exactly what happened here, but something. And she like looks over her balcony, and it looked like somebody threw like all their boyfriend's shit out the window, and it was just like all laying across the ground.
Oh my God. You're going to come home. Everything's going to be just as it was, except all your crystals are just going to be gone. You're going to be like, what?
Where did they go?
Yeah.
I'm going to get back, and like the Murphy bed is going to be on that side of the wall. I'm going to be like, how did she even manage to do that while I was gone?
Party.
Yeah, Lily's gonna throw a party. But yeah, I will be in the south of France, darling, with Paige, Emma, Michael, and Jenny.
So annoying and dumb and rude and stupid. And
Yeah, well, you know what? To be totally fair, it kind of started off as a joke. We were all like, oh my God, south of France, hee hee. What if we went hee hee? And then we were all like, actually, we should just go. And then everybody was able to get the time off from work because that entire side of my friend group and me and Paige's friend group, they all work in luxury fashion, and they were able to get off, and now we doll.
You're gonna doll so hard. Like, there's not really a place where you can doll any harder than the south of France.
Yeah,
like,
I've never been, and I'm pumped.
It's giving very much Mommy's Money. It's giving very much Leonardo DiCaprio. Like, this is hot.
It's giving like old money. Yeah.
Oh
You know what I actually
God.
spent like all morning today when I went to Aritzia? I like looked at a few other stores because I really wanted to get like one of those like old money, like linen, white, like flowy outfits, like the little linen button down.
They'll
with
have
the
so
pants.
many there.
I know. That's what I
Actually?
figured. I'll probably just buy it
Did
while
you
I'm
see
there.
those like in Positano and stuff?
Yeah. Oh, everywhere.
Yeah, they're
everywhere. Yeah. So, but I did end up getting instead. I didn't find that, but I got. Lily saw them earlier when she walked in. Was like the first thing she went to go pick out.
I literally didn't
It's
even put my
right
bag
here.
down, and I like stuffed my hand in the Aritzia
Little
bag.
haul for anybody that's watching on video. Listen, I got these 2 skirts. I'll just show you guys one of them. But this little black skirt. Okay, let me tell you guys, when this shit is low rise and it goes just below my ass cheeks, like my ass is gonna be out, and I don't really care.
No, and it has to be
That's
out.
exactly what I wanted. Also,
Yeah.
it was very apparent when I found the black skirt that somebody was trying to hide it in the store to come back for it.
Yeah, you gotta love it. You
I
gotta
get-
love that hustle.
I get the hustle, but it's mine now.
Yeah, sorry.
I found it. It's my size. It's the
doing,
last one.
I'd be doing that shit, but
Thank
then I'll
you.
never come back for it.
Right.
Ever.
It was like it was just like nudged under like
Yeah.
a few piles of things, and I was like,
There she is. I love a low rise skirt. You
yeah, I
that.
know. And I like my thing was
I
like I
love it.
needed skirts and shorts. I have like no, I have so many sweat shorts, but I only have Lily knows. We always she makes fun of me for it. I make fun of myself for it. I have one pair of denim shorts right now, guys, and they are like those like super like tight hugging, high-waisted Abercrombie, like little like middle school slut pants.
Yeah, they
like,
are. Yeah. And,
honestly, when I do wear them, they do give body yaddy yaddy, but like...
Yeah, they do, but you're too rich for that.
Yeah, but
I'm sorry, for one pair of denim shorts?
Yeah, no. You know what? I just
have... tragic, dude.
I have such an issue with denim in general.
Well,
shorts,
I hate denim
jeans,
shorts. I'm wearing them right now, but...
Yeah.
I have like 2 pairs.
What do you mean? You wear them all the time.
I have 2 pairs that I wear all the time. And you just recycle, that I love. Well, 3 that I love. They're all like vintage. I've been wearing them for years. I'm obsessed. But like they're so hard to find. That's why I wear skirts all the time. Yeah. Every night out I wear a skirt because it's so much more comfortable. Yeah. Skirt or a dress, but I'm more of a skirt person.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, luckily I found one really good pair of denim shorts. Like I said, I found those 2 skirts, but I really wanted like some like silky or like little like flowy skirts and stuff. Couldn't find shit. Aritzia had fucking nothing because everybody's getting ready for like fall time now. So like it was all their fall inventory. I went into Zara. Zara had nothing, and may I say, Zara is missing. Yeah, it's like the new Forever 21.
Yeah, it is Forever.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's sourced from the same place too.
Yeah,
can almost guarantee you. Like
it's giving Shein.
Yeah,
like,
it's giving very much Shein. Oh, I could have given you a few boutiques to go to.
Well, I mean, I'm still gonna go out tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll remind you of a few places downtown, and then like there's some in Williamsburg.
Yeah. Also, there was this girl that I literally came across her video today, and she gave like a shit ton of clothing place like recommendations on TikTok in New York City in Manhattan. So I saved them, and I was like, I'll go there tomorrow and check it out. So yeah.
Okay.
Toxic confessions. Let's get into it now that we got
toxic thing of the week.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, guys. Sometimes I get them a little mixed up.
I'm like, get the G&T lingo right or don't get it at all. Okay?
Yeah. Okay. Anyways.
I'll go first.
Yeah.
Well, I don't even remember what you guys about the fact that I went to the VMAs the other day.
Yes. Little housekeeping, little toxic
thing, everyone's kind of talking about the VMAs right now online. By the time this comes out, nobody will care. But I will just give like a little brief recap. Spiel. Yeah, so basically me, Jeff, and Enrique, my 2 best friends, we all won pit tickets to the VMAs, which was crazy. So excited. Hot girl shit. Yeah, I've gone 2 years before because like there's this raffle you can enter to win, but like nobody knows about it, so you're pretty much guaranteed to win tickets, which is crazy. But we really wanted to go because Nicki Minaj was getting like this huge award and doing like a 10-minute performance, and we're all really big Nicki Minaj fans, so we really wanted to go for that purpose. And then Blackpink was gonna be there. We were like, let's go.
Blackpink.
It was in Jersey, so it wasn't too far. In your area. The whole night, Kike was like, they're in my area. They're in my area. Like, oh my God, it was so iconic. So,
also, side note, but still on topic, Workbay is obsessed with Blackpink.
Oh my God, Workbay loves.
No, Workbay is like he
loves a little K-pop.
He was talking to me about Blackpink, and I was like, oh my God, I like them too. And like I like some of their music and everything, but like I'm not like a Blackpink like stan.
I like their music, but like, I love them. Like,
no, I love them too. Like I just like I wouldn't like consider myself a fan because like honestly I couldn't even tell you like all their names and like their things. But it was so funny because like the second like Workbay was like, oh my God, I love Blackpink, and I was like, oh my God, like I like them too. And he was just like, oh my God, which one do you like the most? Yeah. And I was like, oh my God, I don't know her name, but like I know her face. And he's like, it's Jenny. Like I know it's Jenny. Yeah. Like, or God, Lisa.
He loves Jenny, dude. He loves.
He's like, it's gotta be her.
I told him. Well, I'll get to it, but I did kind of meet Blackpink. Like we had like some interactions with them. Yeah. And when I told him that Jenny, I like looked at Jenny and I was like, I love you, like a little fan. Like I felt like a heart up. I was like, I love you, because she was like far away, and she was like, I love you too so much, whatever. And when I told him that, I thought he was gonna start crying. He was like, that means so much to me. He was like, that means so much to me that you. I'm like, what? Like, what are you saying? But you guys know me, and you know that I am the biggest Taylor Swift stan.
Oh yeah,
of all time. Okay. There was like some speculation that she might be at the VMAs, but like we just didn't know. And I was like, no, there's no way. Like I just did not think she was going to put out an album this year. I really didn't, because she just put out 2, like, less than 2 years ago. And I don't know. I didn't think she was going to. But she shows up. I almost pass out because we couldn't have our phone, so I couldn't see that she had walked the red carpet and stuff. Yeah. So I still like had no idea she was there. And then people started like saying she was there, and I was like, no, it's someone else. Like, she's not here. There's no way. Then I look up and see her. I'm freaking out. And then, as you guys know, she announced like her new album that night. It was so cool. Nicki's performance was unreal. Jack Harlow, iconic. He brought out Fergie.
Yeah.
But my toxic thing of the week is that I sat like very close to Jack Harlow the entire night. And the whole night, I know he's famous, okay? So let's like
take it into consideration.
take away the fame, take away the millions. I could pull Jack Harlow. And that's
for sure.
My toxic thing of the week is that like I thought no problem if they went and put me next to Jack Harlow because they were like moving people's seats. I could pull.
Yeah. Like I 100%.
I get the hype, but like I don't know. He wasn't like that hot to me.
No,
now,
that's the thing is
I know,
Jack
that's the
Harlow
hype.
is hotter because he's
ugly
famous.
hot.
He's ugly hot. And
but some girls like actually, even if he wasn't famous, they think that is like the creme de la creme of a man.
Oh yeah.
But like also, it just goes to show everybody has different types.
Yeah, exactly.
But, like that's a lot of girls' types, and like Young Gravy. And like,
Rob texted me something. What did he say to me the other day? Different. Oh fuck. He like said basically like everybody has a different type, but he had like such a good saying for it. I forget what it was. I don't ever text anymore. Whenever it'll come to mind. Young Gravy is another great example.
Please tell me you saw Young Gravy and Addison Rae's mom making
How
out.
could you not see it? Oh yeah, the video of them. What was it when Nicki was on stage or something, and they were just like in the background.
So
PR stunt. Absolutely
they were
PR
sitting
stunt.
like where Taylor Swift was sitting, which like wasn't that close to me, but I could see the whole section. And I'm looking at Young Gravy, and I'm like, oh my god, it's Young Gravy, like whatever. And then I'm like,
That's Sherry.
No, I'm like, who is that with him for like an hour? I couldn't see who it was. And then at one point she stood up and the light hit her. And because I couldn't see the red carpet, I didn't know they came together. I was just like, is that Sherry? Like, what is going on? And like right after when we got our phones back, I was like, what the fuck? Like, this is the weirdest thing ever. Oh my god. Like, what the fuck?
I just feel like
I feel so bad for Addison Rae.
Exactly. That's the thing. It's like, it's honestly, I thought that the Young Gravy Sherry thing, some people thought it was weird. Some people thought it was funny. I thought it was personally hilarious.
I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
But I'm like, after everything, I know she's been through a lot.
Yeah.
With her fucking stupid ass, I don't know if they've already divorced, ex-husband, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I know she's been through a lot. I don't know if that was maybe the best move, but I'm sure her PR team backed it up and everything.
Oh,
so
yeah.
There's a reason.
I think PR-wise, it was a fantastic
Yeah,
move.
I mean, obviously it did well.
I think that, like, now we've hit, like, the peak of it, though. Like that's it. Like,
Okay,
enough is enough.
Yeah, let's not do that anymore.
Unless for some freak reason, her and Young Gravy are actually in love. I don't believe it for a second now, though.
Don't believe
like,
it for a second.
You know, but hilarious
was
PR
so
stunt.
fucking
Like,
funny, though.
yeah, exactly. Feel bad for my girl Addie Rae. Obviously, you know, Lily has feelings about Addison Rae on this show.
I have feelings for Addison Rae.
For Addison Rae, we should say. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. A few people were actually grilling you. I posted the short. I told you I like scheduled a bunch of shorts on our channel, which you guys might be watching this on, because I realized that I wasn't uploading the TikToks and Reels to YouTube Shorts.
Back to my channel.
Welcome back to my channel. And I was uploading YouTube Shorts, and the short went up of you being like, if Addison Rae has one fan, like I am her, whatever. And there was like some, oh my god, like these like 50-year-old dudes that like commented on it, and they were like, this is so stupid.
Okay, here's my thing, right? If you're a man, if you're a straight man above the age of 40, you're not allowed on the internet.
Get off the internet.
If I was president, no straight men above 40 would be allowed to have a computer or phone. Like, get out of here. Like,
this isn't for you.
You are quite frankly the last opinion anyone wants to hear about literally any topic.
Except
politics.
Except for when Craig Stewart comments on our Instagram Reels. He is the exception.
Don't even. Okay. Talk about the fucking blueprint of my personality. It's my father.
Craig.
Everyone's like, about our podcast, they're like, your parents must be so proud. They fucking are, dude.
Yeah,
my
they
dad
actually
thinks that we
are.
are so fucking funny.
They're like, do they have daddy issues? Where are their fathers?
Nah, my dad's
father
lit.
is my goddamn cheerleader.
Yeah, my dad's fucking lit.
Yeah.
He loves this shit. So he will come on Gin and Toxic and say some fucked up shit.
That'd be so funny if we could like set up so the dads come on at the same time.
Oh my god, my dad would be so
G&T.
embarrassing.
No,
Like,
mine too. But I feel like our dads like crossover on G&T together would be so fucking
my dad
funny.
would be like, name a drug, I did it in college. Like, like, whoa, dad. Like, no.
slow down, dad.
Dad, whoa.
My dad has some fucked up stories. Some of you guys know, some of you don't. My dad was a rock and roll artist for a long time. He has so many whack ass stories.
I mean, yeah, that's
My
the
dad
industry,
beat
baby.
the
That's
living
rock and
shit
roll.
out of Chris Angel.
Oh my god,
You remember I told you
yes.
about that? He tried to steal my dad's drum set.
Wait,
And they
that's
literally got into a
crazy.
full fist fight, and then he like locked my dad out, and my dad couldn't get his drum set back. But then Chris Angel's like what was it, his brother or something, ended up like later in the night telling my dad to come back, and like he would be able to give him the drum set. Like, yeah.
The number one Google thing is what happened to Chris Angel. Jesus Christ.
What, when you type Chris Angel?
Yeah.
Oh my
Everyone's
god.
just like, was he okay? Like,
Yeah. He used to do, my dad used to tell me what's hilarious is he would do magic tricks like on the road with them, and they always used to tell him that he should pursue magic.
wow. There you go, guys.
There you go. My dad,
Insider.
James Harris. Now you heard it.
Fucking-
Beat the shit
There you
out of
go.
Chris
Come
Angel.
on, Dad.
Right.
Yeah, so that's that. I don't really know how we got here. Take it away.
Addison Rae, Young Gravy.
Oh, yeah.
so Lily
Back
Cap-
to the VMAs.
yeah,
Thanks
Lily
for having me.
Capone, Jack Harlow.
Yeah, that's the news.
100%. I
yeah.
saw him live at a Gov Ball, and
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
You know who was there,
pretty
too?
good.
I saw Tate McRae a few times, and I was like, did you bring Caitlyn or, like, what?
Oh yeah, she's hung
She
out with
looked
her a few times.
Unreal.
You know what's funny is I thought she looked really cool and I really liked her outfit, but I've only heard negative things about her outfit on TikTok.
I saw some negative things about her outfit, and I was like, first of all, it's like not even, it's pretty fucking simple in my opinion.
Yeah,
and
I
it's
guess.
it's like an asymmetrical kind of, it's like an up
Yeah,
and
I
coming
thought it looked
designer.
great
It's
on her.
Sick. It's like so.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people were like, it's boring, or I'm like, I don't like it. Like,
Dude,
I personally liked
she
it.
wasn't performing. She wasn't doing anything like
Yeah.
that. Who the fuck even cares? Like, oh my
Yeah,
god. people
no,
are
I
so
personally
weird.
liked it too, which is why when people were like, I don't
Oh,
think this is, I don't like this. I was
Dixie
like,
D'Amelio too. She was like right in front of us for so long. She is so small. Like,
huh? How tall is she? Would you say?
no, not even like her height. Her height was pretty.
Just like in general,
normal.
she's like a tiny
She's
person.
just
Yeah,
a
no, I know what you mean.
Tiny, tiny human. So was Nicki Minaj. Surprisingly, she was
I know Nikki
Dumb
is.
thick.
Yeah, I know
Dumb
she's super short though.
thick.
She's like known for
but
being
she was
short.
wearing like these sneaker things, like these like sneaker heels on stage. So she wasn't wearing like pumps, and she was
Yeah.
tiny. Like she was right in front of us. And
Oh
I was
my
like,
God.
Yeah, she was really. Her and Taylor were darling the whole night. Like hugging
Taylor's
each
pretty
other.
tall too, right?
Taylor is a supermodel height. She's
Yeah.
like 6'2", I think.
That's nuts.
But yeah, her and Taylor were like dolling the whole night, and like
Yeah.
during Nicki's performance, Taylor was pop. She was like,
Yeah.
let's go. Knew every word to every song. I was just like, yes, these are my girls. Me and Jeff
I
were like
love that.
freaking out. It was so much fun. So yeah,
Dolls are dying.
that was that. What's your toxic? I don't remember. What's your toxic thing of the week?
What was my toxic thing of the week? Oh, it had to do with Barstool guy. Got it. Okay, so basically got it. Okay, if we're being totally fair, guys, thinking of a toxic thing of the week this week was a little hard.
A little hard.
Little hard only because we just recorded our episode yesterday on catfishing and my catfishing situation, okay? And with that catfishing situation, that entire situation would have been my toxic thing of the week, is just that I got catfished and then this and that and just like everything in between. But we already shared that in last week's episode. So I was like, what have I done this week that was like not that? So I was trying to think of something, and
It's been
I was
a
like,
quiet week.
it has been a quiet week. But okay, I have something funny for you guys. So, ironically enough, this guy, this man, who works for Barstool, that's like, we'll call him Barstool guy.
Yeah.
But he reached out to me through the DMs because he saw he saw the video, the Gin and Toxic TikTok of me being like, of Lily being like, ask her out, eat her ass, you know, me being
Jesus,
like, if you're a
yeah.
man in New York City, hit me up. He DM'd me about it and was like asking like some funny questions, and I was like, who the fuck is this? Because he was funny, and he was like a pretty attractive guy. It wasn't
he's
like,
cute,
you know.
he's cute.
So I was like, who is this? And then his bio says Barstool, and I was like, what? But I messaged him back, and we were like hitting it off, whatever. I'm going out for drinks with him actually tonight. But we're talking and we're like randomly listing off red flags that like he considers, like for him he said like something funny. He was like, yeah, red flag for me is when a girl is like a part of, I forget which sorority he said, but he said a specific sorority, and he said there's the last 3 girlfriends have been part of this sorority, like accidentally schools. From different schools.
Oh my god!
Like it was just by coincidence that they were all part of the same sorority.
Ever in a sorority,
yeah, sorority or frat, red flag right away.
It's not happening.
But anyway, so he's like listing off this random stuff, and I'm listing off like stupid, funny things, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I suppose another red flag for me is a guy that lives in Murray Hill, but like whatever. And then I just like continue on. I'm like thinking nothing of it. I'm like, what are the odds that this like guy lives in Murray Hill? I don't know. Turns
even
out,
though he works for Barstool, he doesn't give Murray Hill. He's like,
well, here's the thing.
Cool.
He's not living. So he explained to me, he's not actually living in Murray Hill. He is subletting there for like a month.
Oh, okay.
But like technically living there, but technically not. Yeah. Whatever. Anyways.
Oh my god.
But then the conversation, that was like 2 days ago, and then like a night ago or whatever, we were talking, and I was like, wait, where in the city do you live? Like I never got to ask you. He literally beat around the bush for maybe 4 minutes before he finally told me he lives in Murray Hill.
He's like, well, you know, if you go this way and then that way and then you take this turn, and you will end up in my apartment.
He was telling me, he's like, well, I did live here. He's like, I lived in the East Village, and then I lived here, and then I decided to travel, and like, he was like, during the summer, it's like our off season, so I don't really have to be in office that much, so I decided to live here and here and here and do this and that, and was doing a bunch of traveling, and he's like, yeah, and I decided that I was gonna like, he was like my friend's like place, like he said he would sublet it to me for like a month, whatever. He's like, so long story short, I'm living in Murray Hill. And I literally send him back a voice memo. I go, you just spent 4 minutes to tell me that you live in Murray Hill, and I feel like a dick because I just roasted the shit out of men that live in Murray Hill 2 days ago to you,
and I won't take it back.
Because he even said to me, he's like, I am ashamed that I am living here right now.
Yeah, it's not the best spot.
So babe. Valid.
It's not the best spot.
But yeah, anyways, he is a really funny guy, and he seems very nice and great from our messages so far. So yeah, he asked me out for drinks tonight.
Yeah, he seems good, guys.
We'll see. I'll have to give you the guys the update in like 2-3 weeks, because we're recording this. Maybe I'll just do an Instagram story update of how it goes, because we're recording this, and then I'm
like, do it the day we post the episode.
Oh, that'll be good. Okay, so when you guys see this,
it'll help promo the episode.
This episode goes up at 12 p.m. I'll upload a little date update at like 2.
And I would post tomorrow being like, I talked all about my catfishing story.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. The dolls need to know.
We're getting...
Ow.
Sorry, guys.
Bless you.
That was like, I felt that one coming for like a minute straight. I was like, no.
And here it is.
Suppress it. Anyways, though, yeah, so my toxic thing of the week is that I told a man that lives in Murray Hill that my biggest red flag is a man that lives in Murray Hill.
Well, it's just true.
It is.
Because most of them are like...
is. Like,
oh God. Most of the people that live in Murray Hill are Barstool fans, not people who work for Barstool.
Yeah.
Big difference.
They're like the finance dudes.
Big fucking difference.
Yeah, very big.
Or like wannabe finance. It's not even like well off like finance, bro. It's just like,
yeah, no, it's like just getting started.
Lacrosse players.
Listen, living and being able to afford living in Manhattan is a luxury in itself.
Yeah, pretty much.
But
my God, yeah.
If you live in Murray Hill, humble yourself. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's for damn sure. It's like we're all the like ex-lacrosse players and baseball players.
Yes.
Like the D3.
Murray Hill is giving
D2,
lacrosse.
D3 lacrosse, yeah. Like,
oh
not
God,
you
Murray Hill is giving lacrosse.
The guys who didn't make D1. Sorry.
I sound so stupid, but I do not know what any of those terms mean.
You don't know what that means?
No.
Like,
do I look like the type to keep up on sports?
I'll keep it really simple for you, right?
I've been a beauty chickie since 2011. You really think I know what D1 and D2 means? No. While everybody was at fucking school chanting on the goddamn lacrosse players, I was at home being like, okay, now here's my Maybelline Dream Matte Mousse. Like, that's what I was doing.
The best schools, like, I'm trying to think of one. Like, one of the best, like Ohio State, for example, would be a D1 school to play football at. Like, best of the best on TV. Like, big. D3, okay. Like, is like if you play at a community college or like.
Okay.
Yeah, like D1 though is like real athlete. That's so mean because you're a real athlete if you play D2 or D3. But like, you are like amazing.
No, I get it though.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Okay,
there we
well,
go.
there you
We got
go.
our little sports lesson. And wait, doesn't your dad
Sports.
coach lacrosse?
Yeah, and my sister played D1.
Oh
Like,
my
they're
God.
very good. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So Lily has some sports people in her life. See,
I'm
my brother.
athletic. I'm actually athletic. You would never know.
Yeah, my brother used to play baseball. But like
You're
when
like,
he was,
I've
like,
seen sports
young-
before.
Well, I used to do track. Did we ever discuss this?
Yeah, we both did track.
Yeah, I did hurdles, and my nickname and the name on my jersey was Gumby because I was like super flexible and I could just like fly over the hurdles. You know Gumby, like the green stretchy guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, my coach used to call me Gumby, and that was like my nickname, and they used to just call me by Gumby. All right, guys, today we are talking about flirting. Flirting. Yeah, I mean, there's so much to flirting, but we're gonna try and kickstart it today with this episode, and then hopefully, maybe we'll do like a follow-up episode.
It's a vague
time
topic
or something.
There's lots to cover.
Yeah, exactly.
Lots to cover.
But we're gonna try and cover it as best as we can.
Where's the note?
Yeah, I have it in my phone. Oh yeah, I never sent it to you. I should probably do that.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, I'm being a bad co-host.
Send it to me now. Immediately. She gets so into it.
Guys, no, saying it now and immediately
Yeah.
have just been like the thing. We've
Yeah.
been talking about this.
I need it now.
Like
now.
it just adds so much urgency for no reason. I just texted it to you, but it adds so much urgency for no reason. Like,
Can you hand me my water? Now.
Right.
Immediately.
like,
It's so funny.
like, I can't.
Okay.
Like-
Okay. Here we go.
I need a drink of water immediately.
I want a cocktail now.
Now. You gotta say it like with your
Christina, drink me now.
say you need like your teeth like closed.
Give me money now.
Immediately.
Take me to France now.
No. Quite the ask.
It's not that big of a deal.
Wait, who asked
Is
me the
it
other day?
like
Somebody asked me the other day if you were coming with me to France, and I was like, no.
she can't afford it?
No, she's poor.
Yeah, you gotta like with people that like we barely know, like if they ever bring me up, just be like, oh yeah, Lily's poor, and they'll just be like, oh,
He's just
that's
like really poor.
awful. Like they'll think that you're
Like I just like
fucking
start shitting on you as my
Yeah.
co-host. They know, like I'm like, yeah, I have this podcast called Jenna
behind
Toxic.
the scenes. We don't really get along.
Yeah,
It's a lot of drama.
I just like start with complete strangers that I've never watched the show. All of a sudden, we're on like NYC influencer snark Reddit.
Yeah, the show is falling apart behind the scenes.
Yeah, but you know, we're on what the fuck is it called? Oh my god, Des Moines, is that what it is? The anonymous tips from Des Moines. Am I saying it right? Is it Des Moines?
I think so.
You know
Is
what
it
I'm talking
TikTok?
about, right?
On TikTok or Instagram?
No, Des Moines. They're like the celebrity gossip people, where like you would submit like anonymous like tips where they'll be like, celebrity with blonde hair is flirting with big time movie star McDreamy, where it's like people like submit things that they know, like celebrity gossip without saying who the celebrity is, but giving like very obvious
Clear.
clues as to who they are.
Tiny little brunette with pierced titties talk shit about poor redhead.
That's like a really depressing porno title.
Poor redhead.
Poor redhead gets railed by tiny little brunette with pierced titties.
In all holes.
In all holes. In parentheses, there's more than you would think. It's like a YouTube clickbait title.
There's more than you.
Your vagina, your ass. What else do you have? Your ears, your mouth, your nose.
Titty fuck.
You can like create like a little tunnel, like a little.
Do you think a guy's ever put his dick in between people's toes?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Guys
That
with
was a
foot
stupid
fetishes.
question. That was a stupid.
Oh, 100%.
I'm scared now.
Have you ever given a foot job before?
No, Christina.
Yeah, me neither.
And if I did, you think I would admit that on the show right now? No, I haven't.
I don't know. We've admitted some weird things on this show.
You know what? I fucking might if the right guy asks.
Right. I feel like, why do I feel like I've done it with like an ex, but like as a joke? To be like, why do people do this? Does it even feel good? And be like, does that feel good? And then he'd be like, no.
That's something mean.
Noted.
That's something mean work.
Yeah.
100%.
Noted. Right.
He would probably be like, I don't get it, but I like it because you're doing it.
Yeah.
That's what he would say.
It's
That's
hot
what he would
'cause you're
say.
doing
I
it.
could fucking do anything, and he'd be like, I like it.
I want to know, like, I want to know the actual, like, science behind it. foot fetish. I want to know the science behind a lot of fetishes. Like,
Yeah.
why are people sexually aroused by feet? Like, I want the literal scientific answer. Like,
Maybe
there's a
because
reason.
Feet are like a little naughty. Like, you're supposed to keep them hidden and like, you know.
Maybe.
I don't think so.
I don't know. They're like little piggies.
Now, how about we get back to the
Yeah. This episode actually has nothing to do with sex and everything to do with
But
just
they're like little
flirting.
piggies.
Yeah, but we just had to get the piggies out of the way. If you've given a foot job before, please DM us.
No,
and let us
honestly,
know.
if you've given a foot job before, I need to know everything. I need to know everything, every detail.
Exactly. So submit it to us. Let us know.
Anyway,
Anyway,
immediately moving on.
Okay, we
now.
don't. So like we have like a loose idea of what we're talking about today. We have like little points that we wrote down, but they're like not really in any particular order. Yeah. So we're just gonna like go with the flow.
Okay.
Just gonna talk about things, guys. Just
Wait,
ears open.
Note. Okay.
Number one. Numero uno. Okay, you know what? It's fine. Moving along. Some things that we're talking about apply to texting, and some of them apply to in person, because we're going to be talking about how to flirt through text and how to flirt in person. Dora likes to flirt. Wait, we did this in one of our very first episodes.
I know, and it's coming back right now.
We were talking about
Dora likes feet.
It was the dirty dick thing. Remember
Dora
that?
likes dirty dick.
Or no, it was
does not like dirty dick.
Can you find the dirty dick? It was that.
Like, why dirty dick?
There's a girl on TikTok who does like the slutty Dora impression. You know what I'm talking about? She has like the super big lips and tits.
That wasn't us.
No.
I thought we were the creators of that.
No.
Oh.
We could take the credit for it.
So
Sorry,
I
girl.
don't have an original thought. Something I'm continuing to learn every
single day. Not a goddamn original thought.
Yeah. Dora wants a foot job.
You want a foot job?
No.
Great.
Dora
That's what I
does.
thought. Dora wants one.
I didn't say I did.
So valid.
That's not me talking.
Dora wants one immediately.
Now.
Now.
Boots. Now. Swiper. Okay.
This is why I should have taken that espresso shot before we started recording.
Yeah. So you could be on my level.
Yeah, I know. You're on some shit.
You want to talk about
What's going on, bro?
I'm sorry. I had to do the Dora voice. It came to me. And I knew it threw some of you off. And now you're checked back into the episode. So let's go.
Now we're checking back in. Okay, now we're actually getting into the topic.
So sorry. I'm going to stop talking.
It's okay. Flirting varies person to person. Let's discuss this quickly for Tuesday. I mean, it's very self-explanatory. I feel like what one person might consider cute and flirty, another person might consider very cringy.
Yeah.
I honestly thought, because one of the things we'll talk about is complimenting. We'll talk about it in like a little bit. Actually, it's the next thing on this list, but we'll get into it. Because I personally, this is gonna sound so dumb, and like this is how you know I was like depressed, and like that I needed help, was when I got out of my 4-year relationship and I started going on dates with guys. Anytime they would compliment me, not in like a weird way at all, too, just like a nice compliment, like, oh, you look good tonight, or blah 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 blah. I would get this like I would not be able to take it, and it would like turn me off. Obviously, I'm no longer like that. But at that time, when they were trying to flirt with me by telling me that I looked good or something, I was like, no.
Yeah, no.
Tell me I look disgusting.
So that was like your mental illness.
I wish I should do that to the guy
phase.
tonight. I go up to him and he's like, you look great. I should be like, you look horrible.
You should. He would think it was hilarious.
He would think it's hilarious.
You're like, thank you so much. You look all right. No, that's what you should say.
Look okay.
You look decent.
I give it a
We could
4 out of 10.
We could have gone with a different shoe for sure.
I'm gonna do that. Just start roasting.
Because you know, well, first of all, biggest ick. Ready for this? Picturing a man getting ready for a first date.
Yes. Wait. We discussed this very briefly through text message. Yeah, a man getting ready for a first date is so embarrassing.
Picturing the man that you're hanging out. I can't. First of all, I know he's gonna try on 7 outfits because she's so hot. And like, you know, whatever he comes up with, it's like everyone, the whole group chat approved of it. Okay, whatever. And then you get there and you're like, that's a weird outfit. Just crush his soul.
What are we doing with this outfit?
Just
My
kidding.
favorite, sorry, off topic, one more thing I have to bring up because we talked about icks, and I might have talked about this on the show before, but my favorite ick that I use every time I need to like get the ick from a guy is imagining them packing for a sleepover. like with their bros, like a sleepover
weekend,
with the bros,
or like a weekend trip with the boys.
Not even a weekend trip. Like imagine like a slumber party with the bros.
Okay, well, first of all, if a grown man's having a slumber party with his bros,
I know exactly who would do that.
Giving you my...
Bow, 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 bow.
Oh my! Well, for like, it's not like who would do it. He does it all the time.
Oh yeah.
I got my ale mat twist. I'll pull it up for you. Crying.
Oh god. Anyways, back to the point. It's one of those episodes, guys.
Yeah, get with it.
We already know what it is. Anyways, though, okay, yeah. So flirting varies person to person. So one way that you flirt with one person, but honestly, you just gotta like feel
really
it out.
Depends on their energy. Like, is it a really funny guy? Is it a really hot, giving nothing, smoking a cigarette, piece of shit guy? Is it a Murray Hill guy?
Giving nothing, smoking a cigarette.
Does he worship Dave Portnoy? Like, it just depends on the guy. Like, we really have to give different things, different guys.
Right. So
sometimes you just gotta stick your tits out and just be like, hee hee. But then sometimes you really gotta be funny and like intellectual.
I mean, I have nothing really to work with up here. I have a little bit down there, but like, you know, when you're sitting down, a guy is not seeing your butt. He's seeing your face.
Fucking tragic.
Yeah, it's a little tragic. Why can't I just like stick my ass in the face?
Middle of the date, you just stand up and do a spin. You're like, I just wanted you to like understand what's happening.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that you see
that was called a doll check-in. That was you.
I'm just doll checking in with you. Number one rule of flirting: tell a guy that you're just doll checking in.
That you're a doll.
Explain to him what it means. Check in.
Explain to every man what it means to be a doll. Okay, this is actually a fun fact how I tested straight guys at my restaurant job when we would get new employees. Jose, my friend, who you met. Oh my god, the hottest man of all time that I'm trying to set Christina up with, but she's being difficult.
Am I allowed to say that like I completely sloppily made out with him multiple times in one night?
Just so beautiful. He's like not my type at all. Me and him are like really good friends. It's kind of funny because like the day he started working, we obviously like looked at each other and we were both like, we looked at each other like, hey, we're both the hottest people here in this room right now. But like not each other's type at all. Like he loves a brunette.
Well, Lily's like, I have this man at my job and he's like, you're type to a T. I go, okay, what does he look like? She goes, he's Colombian.
Yeah, he's Colombian.
I'm like,
he's just a beautiful man. And I remember like the second shift in, I kept calling him a doll. And he's very straight, like very, very straight. He was just like a little confused, I think, because he was like, what's a doll?
What's a doll?
What's happening? And then like I explained to him, I'm like, look, I'm a doll, you're a doll, these people are dolls.
Right.
It's an honor, it's a status. We do doll check-ins.
Status, your ranking varies.
It's a fucking lifestyle. Everyone has a number. I'm doll 2, Christina's forever doll 3, let's be real.
Always.
Like
Jeff is doll 1.
But it's not about like Christina's like doll 1 in all other aspects of our life. So like just for this one time I would like to be in front of you. So that's why she's doll 3.
I was like, huh?
I'm not.
But like your ranking could vary like depending on the day. Like on Lily's birthday, Lily was doll 1.
Yeah.
On my birthday, I was doll 1.
Yeah.
No, probably not.
You're never doll 1.
No, never. But it just feels so right.
I just be doll 3. That's how I really like connect with straight men, because sometimes I'll explain the doll thing to them and they're like, that's weird. Like that's
how I honestly, that's how I connect with straight men.
They're not giving ally behavior, and I quite frankly walk away.
Yeah.
But when I met Jose, when I met Workbay, okay, immediately
they were like,
Workbay is like a little too into it. It's a little bit questionable sometimes. He's like, I'm literally a doll. Like I look like a pretty little doll.
Like I was about to have a doll meetup with Workbay the other day while she was at the VMAs.
I told him that, by the way. And
What'd he say?
Crying.
Oh my
God. He was like, if Christina had asked me to hang out, I would have literally sprinted to Hudson Yards like in a fucking second.
I'll do it.
It was cute. But
when I get back.
Basically if you're on like, you know, second or third date and trying to like test the waters with a guy, just tell him he's a doll and see how he reacts. Okay. If he can take it like a man, he's the one.
Yeah.
And if he's like, no, I'm doll 1, then he's the one.
Yeah, then he's the one. He's like, great. So I'm
doll 1. How
did
did we get here? I'm sorry.
Because we were talking about. You raised a question. I don't know how we got here.
Oh,
anyways.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yes, because we were saying when you're flirting with someone, it's your face and not your butt,
sorry,
and then you were like, yeah,
disaster.
Yeah, this is a lot. Back.
I'm not good at flirting. I'm just gonna go ahead and like spoil that.
Here's the thing. Okay, this was what was so hard about this episode, and what is still hard, and what we were planning it was hard. Is I personally feel I am very good at flirting.
You are very good at flirting,
but
you have a few. Christina has a few very good little tricks. The shooting your shot text, I love that one.
that, and just like in general, like when I'm, you know what, because I am naturally funny.
You're like
I am
comedic. Like, you got little, like,
I'm a fucking comic.
and,
like I could just like easily match someone's energy, and I just like am able to shoot the fucking shit. So I've always been very good at flirting, but when it comes to actually like sitting in front of a fucking camera like we are right now and telling you guys, here's how to flirt, it's like for me, flirting comes very naturally, and it comes like within the conversation. Like they'll say something and I'll like say like a little funny like flirty thing back, or like we'll like bounce off each other's humor, and that's like where the flirting takes place. Like there's no like specific, I mean, obviously people could tell you one-liners all the time that you could use, like, you know, the classic like pickup lines, but those like you don't want to flirt like that.
We should do a demonstration episode. Now, I want to say with the East villains, but
that would be amazing.
That would get me in trouble. Not with the East villains minus my roommate's ex, because he's part of that, and it's a bit of a mess.
We'll get to it
with like TikTok King and like one of that.
Yeah,
but like we have like boys sitting with us and we like practice, like we show how to flirt. That would be naughty.
That'd be great. That's like those.
Or if we had work bay,
that
so
reminds
I didn't
me,
get in trouble. Work bay with one of his roommates or something.
That'd be great. I was gonna say that reminds me of like those Howcast videos that you would watch in middle school. That's like how to kiss.
Yeah, literally.
That's gonna be us. How to flirt.
We should get
featuring these
featuring Sexy Damien.
Featuring fucking DJ Horny.
Now.
I
want it now.
Cece, please.
Actually, how to flirt featuring Cece.
Right. Cece, DJ Horny.
So hot. Like,
oh no, she's baddie. Does
she
like
listen
to the show?
Who are you talking about?
Yeah, guys, you guys know I'm doing. Well, what slowly but surely everybody will
everything
introduce.
will
I was actually
sense.
getting like an influx. Not influx. That's like an exaggeration.
Yeah.
But as of lately, hundreds of messages. But no, lately I have been getting like comments, little things here and there from people being like, "When are you gonna have Jeff on the show?" And it's so valid.
Immediately now.
Immediately, Jeff needs to come on the show. He is part of the dolls.
Yeah,
like,
he is.
I don't understand. Anyways, though, let's get back into it.
Okay, sorry.
Let's do it. Sorry, guys. But
so sorry.
Okay. So the first thing, compliment them. You don't want to make this corny. You want to make it tasteful. Like, oh, you look great tonight. Like, you know, a specific item. Girls love talking about a specific item. I saw this thing on TikTok, and they're like, yeah, like, it's so funny. You, like, tell a guy that you like a shirt. He's like, thanks. You tell a girl you like her shirt. She's like, oh, my God, thanks. I got it from Aritzia. I got this amazing deal on it. Like, blah, blah, blah. You know, and also I wrote right after, compliment them, ask questions. People love talking about themselves because that kind of relates. If you're like, oh my God, I love your shirt, and they're just like, oh my God, I got it from Aritzia. I got this really great deal on it. Blah, blah, blah. Because people love to talk about themselves
too. If you like someone's outfit, especially like with a guy or something, like, oh, like, you know, I like your outfit. Like, where do you shop in the city? Like, where do you normally like get clothes from and stuff like that? Like, so, I don't know. Sometimes you can find like common ground there. Like if you guys both like to vintage shop, or if you both like, you know, shopping at the same, like in the same area.
Yeah.
You can kind of just also like, it's a conversation starter as well. Or if you ask a girl, like, where'd you get your shirt? Oh, like, do you shop there a lot? Like, where do you like to go in the city? Like, it's just a good conversation.
You know what
starter.
I also love too, aside from like complimenting, like, you know, physical appearance, I love when like I get like a personality compliment.
Oh yeah,
like when a guy's like, oh my God, like you're actually so funny. I'm like, oh my God, like I know I'm funny, but men, like, oh my God.
This is gonna sound bad to girls, but I don't care. When men meet me and Christina, they're like, oh, a funny girl. Thank God. There's a lack. I mean, and I can say the same thing about men. Men think men are so much funnier than women, which is obviously not true. But like, there's a lot of girls out there that just are not kidding.
Yeah, like I really do believe that like if you have like a great sense of humor, you could pull whoever the fuck you want. Like and I think if you could really fucking confidence and like sense of humor, pull fucking anybody.
I love when men compliment things that like are just, I don't know, like the one that I get the most, to be honest, is my voice. I like
me too.
Oh really?
Yes, because it's
convenient because we're fucking podcasters.
Yeah, I know, but also I think it's because like me and you don't have the like
normal,
like the more girly, like higher pitched voice. We both have like, we don't have deep voices, but we have different
tone. It's a different
voices
tone for sure.
We have, you know what we both have? We both have that like rasp in our voice.
Yeah.
That's why I get compared all the time to voice wise Shailene Woodley.
Yeah, I get Jennifer Lawrence.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Mila Kunis also, I've gotten a lot.
She's your celebrity lookalike too, I would say. One of them.
Mila Kunis, absolutely not. Shailene Woodley, sometimes I get a celebrity lookalike. But voice-wise,
You don't look anything like her. Completely.
I don't think I do
coloring.
either, but like I get
Mila
comments
Kunis
like
has
that
your
all the
coloring
time.
and your eyebrows.
Maybe. But voice-wise,
Yeah.
Jennifer Lawrence, Mila Kunis,
Yeah.
like, you know.
When I worked in the
Those
restaurant, I had
voices.
at least 2 tables a day. Be like, you sound just like Jennifer Lawrence. Oh my god. Or like, but I love when guys say like, oh, I love your voice, like it's so sexy, or like, oh, I love your laugh, or like things like that. Things that like you, I can control the way my hair looks. I can control my outfit, whatever. Things that you like that are truly you. Things that you can't control about yourself. That like, maybe you would be. I'm not insecure about it, but like things that just are like really true to you. And when guys compliment that, I really like that. Or like, and vice versa. Like if I were to compliment a guy, I'd be like, you have the cutest laugh ever. Like I love saying that to guys.
Love that. That's cute. Cute laugh. It's hot.
It's hot. I love a good laugh.
Okay, so aside from like complimenting, obviously, like I said, the next thing was kind of asking questions because people love to talk about themselves.
Where are we on this fucking? Oh, I see that. I see.
Lily's a little bit lost.
Yeah.
But yeah, asking questions in general. This is like
Easiest
in general,
way.
like this is like both like a tip, like just in dating in general, but also flirting, because then this is good too, because if you ask them like a question and then you could like, you know, go based off that and say like some like flirty, like stupid shit, like, oh, where are you from? Oh, like I'm originally like born and raised in New York. Like, oh, I heard New York City girls are the best. Like, you know, like little like cute things like that. Like, you know, just ask questions, get them to talk about themselves, and you could just kind of go off of that. And plus, people just, like I said, people like to talk about themselves and
feel
people
comfortable talking about their background and
people
stuff.
Exactly, people want to feel that like you actually give a shit.
I feel like obviously I know we're going to talk about some like texting tips, but right now I'm kind of picturing us talking about when you're like in a bar and a guy just like approaches you. I think, you know, like let's say a guy's like, oh, I want to buy you a drink, like you're so cute, whatever, and you can be like, thanks. Immediately just like, where are you from? Oh, where in the city do you live? Like, what do you do? Like those basic questions, but like don't just keep asking them. Like if he tells you what he does, be like, oh, I have a friend that does that. Like he loves it. Like what kind of company do you work for? Like whatever. Just like those simple questions. Like you can't just stand there and be like, thanks. Like,
no,
are you having fun tonight? Like get to know him, because you're either going to find out, oh, I hate guys that work in that field, I'm going to walk away. Or like, oh, he's actually like interesting. Like, I don't know. It's worth just like asking the questions going to make the conversation flow.
Yeah. Okay, we already kind of talked about the humor thing, but like I think smiling and humor is a huge thing. We kind of already touched on that, but like I think humor plays a lot into flirting, especially with like me. I know for a fact, like I love incorporating flirting into like a funny little comment, like here and there. And I love when guys do the same with me. If you are hitting it off with me in a humorous way in a conversation, I consider that flirting.
Yeah.
Not obviously not in like every situation, but like if it's a guy that I know is trying, like likes me, you know, it's not like I'm talking to a rando and they're cracking a joke at me and I'm like, oh, you're flirting with me.
Can, you can crack a joke and then it could be a flirty comment. Like, like if you're talking to a guy, I like this line. If you're talking to like a really cute guy, whenever, you can just be like, yeah, you just like look like you could absolutely ruin my life. Like, something like that.
I love shit like that.
But like what you're saying is he's really hot.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Then,
but it's like funny.
And if he doesn't get the joke, then obviously he's just not it.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the thing that's like, oh my god, if you try to like flirt with them and use humor and like all that stuff,
but it's
and they
good
are just not like,
then you can just walk away. It's not like if they don't have the same type of humor you do. Like
for sure.
The guy I'm with right now, I've never said a joke that he like didn't get. Like that's how I know it's good, because guys that just don't get my sense of humor, I'm like, I can't.
Oh my god, I can't. And also a lot of my humor is built on sarcasm too.
So sarcastic, so like
so dry and sarcastic.
I'll like say something rude, but I'm like completely joking.
Yeah, exactly. Dry, sarcastic humor. Yeah. That's me and you. And like if a guy is not picking up on that, then like he probably never will. Yeah. And it's just not a match.
Yeah, it's absolutely not a match. But humor is definitely key, and I think it's a good way to just keep it light and not like too intense, and just like, I don't know, if you want to tell a girl you think she's hot as fuck, say it in like a kind of funny way, and it'll land nicely instead of just being like, I think you're so hot.
Right.
Just be like, damn girl. Like just be like funny about it. Like, I don't know, just always land.
Like give me a little spin. And like,
I know guys love funny girls, but especially girls love a funny guy.
oh my, like, that's what I'm saying. If you are funny and you could take a fucking joke and you could kind of like hit it off like that, I don't give a fuck what you look like. You're automatically
Pete Davidson got Kim Kardashian. That's all I need to say.
You are like 4 points above.
Yeah.
I remember that. I don't know if you remember that guy that like I was talking to on St. Patrick's Day. That random guy at that like pub.
Oh yeah.
You remember that like random guy? He wasn't even that cute, but I was talking to him and he was so funny.
Jewish guy?
Yes.
Yeah, he was
so fucking funny.
Fucking funny.
He was so funny. We were hitting off so well that way. And we ended up not going on a date, but like even though he wasn't my type physically like at all, because he was so funny, we were hitting it off so much. I was like,
you're intriguing
this guy, like he could get it. Like
if you give me like a 10 out of 10 guy and he's not funny and shit, personally,
oh my god, he's like a 3.
I'm not going for him. But there are a lot of girls that will go for those guys, and those are the girls you want to weed out anyway, dude. Like those girls also have no fucking personality and they're focused on all the wrong things in a guy. So like if you're just like the light of the room and like super funny, like you're gonna attract the right kind of girls anyway. You just have to like, I feel like there's so many like goofy, really funny guys out there that go to bars and then they get really shy.
You know what this is
and
so
I get
random.
it, but
this is so random, but I just thought about this actually. I was thinking about this the other day. I think a great way to weed out if a guy is gonna be like a good time or not, and like if he's gonna be like one for you, is ask a guy, or like if you go to a wedding with a guy and like he will not dance with you, or like a guy that like won't get up and dance with you at like a social function is not a fucking fun guy to be around.
Like
I cannot imagine having a boyfriend and then like taking him as like a date to like a wedding and then he doesn't want to dance with me.
Yeah, or like won't have
and he's
fun.
Like, no, blah.
Won't be able to like go out with your friends. Like that's something I really like about Work Bay. I can literally bring him to anything. He can talk to a fucking wall.
Exactly.
Like thank God, because I need that. Like
100%.
Yeah, they gotta be fun. Like, come on, guys. So obviously, I actually struggle with this sometimes because I'm like super fucking awkward. But eye contact, so key, so sexy.
Important. So sexy. There's nothing
hot.
worse than like being out with a guy like on a date or talking to a guy at a bar and he's just like not looking at you and he's looking everywhere else. It's
weird.
Oh, it's so weird.
And like I feel like sometimes people do it because they're nervous, like out of anxiety, and like I totally get it, but like literally just have like a repeated thought in your head, just being like look into his eyes, like just remember to like, it's really important to stare at each other, and like you can look away for like a second or like whatever.
Obviously, don't like stare into their soul the entire fucking time.
Yeah.
But you do want to keep good eye contact. You know what I love? You know what? This is like such bare minimum shit, but like it just reminded me because I guess it kind of relates to keeping eye contact is just like keeping focus in general. I love when a guy like shuts his phone like that and then turns it upside down. Table.
First of all, like if we're on a night out, I'm never on my phone. Like it's always just like in my bag, in my pocket, face down. And it also really shows that you're really listening to them and like absorbing everything they're saying. It just like, I don't know, it makes people feel like you're paying attention, like you care. And then also the double take.
Yeah. Love the double take.
The double take is an iconic move. It's so easy to do and men love it. And I pretty much do it almost every day of my life. So if you see a really hot guy, it's really as simple as it sounds. Like
you do a double take.
You know who I did this with recently? Fucking Benny Blanco when I saw him in Soho.
Yeah, you know what's funny is you never actually ended up telling me about that, but I saw like that you posted about it on your close friends.
I did
or something.
a double take with Benny Blanco because I'm walking past this alley and I see these like 5 guys, like they're like recording something and everyone's so attractive. I'm just like, what's happening here? And it's like in Soho, so I'm like, something's going on. And then I see a man with a golf club and like a bunch of milk cartons lined up. And I'm like, he looks so familiar. And I look into his eyes and then I look away and I keep walking. And then I literally stop in my tracks, turn around, and I go like, I did like a, what the fuck? And he was still looking at me and he was like, hey. And I was like, oh my God. And it was Benny Blanco. And then he was like, what's up? And then he just fucking hits one of the milk cartons with his golf club.
Oh my God.
It was really funny. But anyways, it's a good move.
It's a good fucking move.
Yeah.
That was more of a...
It even works on Benny Blanco.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say that's more of like a what the fuck double take, but like it's good if you do like a little sexy double take.
No, a sexy double take.
Look at them, look away, and then do a little look back. I also told Lily the other day I was walking past Nordstrom and there was like a group of guys sitting outside of a coffee shop. and I did like a little, like I looked like the guy up and down, did a little double take, little wink, walk away.
Yeah. Well, so I think my thing, I really like the double take. Like if you're someone who's a little more shy and like you have a hard time going up to people, that's how I am. Like if a guy approaches me, no problem. I can talk all day. But I get really nervous about like going up to a guy. So I do find the double take thing is a great move because let's say you're like in fucking Trader Joe's, babe. It doesn't matter where you are or at a bar. You do the double take, and the second time you look at him, you like really like lock eyes for a second and definitely like give him a smile, give him like a wink. Christina gave someone a wink.
I gave him a wink.
Oops.
Because I was just continuing to walk. I had no plan on talking to him, but I did think he was cute. I was like, little wink. I want him to think about me for the rest of his fucking day.
Yeah, why not, dude?
Just mystery woman.
If you're not bold enough to wink, though, definitely just give them like a
just give
smile,
him a little look.
and then like look away for a bit, and then do a doll check-in, babe. Turn around and do it again. Like,
do a doll check-in.
Why not? Like, we're all here in this bar. Like, I'm just gonna keep looking at you.
God.
Like, and he will come up to you.
You know what I just remembered too? Wow, I've kind of been on my shit lately.
Ooh.
I just remembered too that because you mentioned smile, and that just reminded me that I was on the subway the other day. I don't even know where I was going or where I was coming from, but I was on the subway and I was standing, and there was this guy standing like kind of like diagonal of me, and he looked like this like cute ass like uptown like boy, whatever. And he was like so
Uptown
cute,
boy.
uptown boy. No, because
No tattoos.
I was coming from uptown.
Oh, okay.
Or I was going uptown, but where was I going?
It doesn't matter where you're.
It doesn't matter. The point is that cute guy in the subway.
You love details.
He
and it
looks
doesn't
at
matter.
me. Yeah. He looks at me. And when he looks at me, I look at him. I literally look at him. I look up and down. And I like smile a little bit. And then as I was walking off the subway, we made eye contact again. And when he saw me walking off the subway, I literally, like, I was getting off at Times Square. I remember this, though. I was getting off at Port Authority, and I walk out of the subway car, and I like go around, and I'm like walking up the stairs, like to go to the other platform. And as I'm walking up the stairs, I look in the subway car, and I literally see him walk to where I was standing just to look out the door, like to look at me.
Dude, at that point, I'm like, just introduce yourself and ask me like for my number or something.
I was feeling spicy that day, but had I been, it just sucked because I remember I was only on the subway.
It happens on the subway a lot.
Yeah, and I was like, I wish I was on the subway for a little bit longer because I remember it was like a very brief, because I was transferring, so it was like a very brief thing. But had I been on there a little bit longer, I probably would have just pulled.
I met my ex on the subway.
Yeah, that
True.
was crazy shit. We actually,
This was the first episode.
So second episode, we did like meet the boyfriends. I should change it to meet the ex-boyfriend.
Wait, can you?
Yeah.
Because like that has to go.
I could update the episode description and be like, we are no longer dating these men. Sorry.
We are no longer affiliated.
No more affiliation as of 2022.
Like absolutely none. But yeah, I met my ex on the subway, and it was like I was staring at him. And I was by myself. He was with a bunch of friends. And then like he kind of did the double take thing, and like we just like kept looking at each other, and then like we were on it for long enough where his friend was like, bro, go fucking talk to her.
Introduce yourself.
And he did, and I'm so glad he did. But like, because so many times on the subway I've like had these intense stare downs with men, and I'm just like, baby, if you want to say it, say it.
Come on, we'll flirt. Like, I'm throwing it right at you.
Yeah, literally throwing it right at you. So do it.
Yeah,
the double take works though. It's
totally.
It's a good trick, and it's good for the shy girls.
Big one now. Once again, in-person stuff. Pick up on their body language. Body language also includes eye contact, which we already talked about. But also make sure if you're trying to flirt with someone, your body language matches. Make sure you're facing them. Make sure your body is facing their body and that you're giving them undivided attention. And then also on top of that, if you want to take it like a little bit further and you think it's going good, you could gently like give them like a little like touch, or like, you know, when you start laughing with someone and they're like, haha, and they like give you that little touch, like that little thing.
Oh, and that's so easy. Like if a guy makes you laugh, just be like, oh my God, stop.
Yeah, exactly. And then from that, you could obviously read the room, and if they like reciprocated it and they're like leaning in towards you and you could tell that like it's there, then you could even like move and like maybe try putting your hand on like their leg, or like putting like your hand on like their arm, and like grabbing their arm or something, like, you know, just kind of like feel it out. Maybe like a little tap if it's going well. You can do a little caress, like, you know, kind of feel it out. Body language is a huge thing, and like touching. Yeah. I'm not talking about don't go in right away and start gripping a woman's thigh
honestly,
or something.
The more subtle, the better.
Yeah.
It's like when me and Workbay were in our teasing era, it was like the third time.
Oh, yeah. It's so sexy.
Hot.
You're
the
like,
third time we hung out alone, we were like getting kind of pretty drunk at Rintintin.
Yeah.
And my hand had been like just like sitting on the table for a while. And he just like started like touching a little bit. And then we ended up, I don't even know how it happened, but we ended up holding hands.
Yeah.
And it was like the first time we'd had any like physical contact ever. And like that's all we did for like the first month.
Yeah.
We like talked, but like it's very
tension.
Subtle. But like it's
subtle, but
building
it's good.
tension. And then we would just like stare into each other's soul at the bar for like hours and like
don't make me horny.
We purposely
recording.
Like,
thanks.
Period. we like wouldn't go home with each other. Like we were just like really like chill, building up that tension and stuff. But it was so worth it to do that. And like those like little touches, just like they do the damn trick.
They do the damn trick, guys. So that's body language. Next kind of thing is finding your own personal pickup line is good. Now, we were saying don't use like the corny, cheesy pickup lines, okay? Which actually we have a list of things to not do. And I'll just say right now, do not use those fucking cheesy ass stupid pickup lines unless you guys are like bantering with each other and you like say something funny and like they get it. It's like more of like a satire thing. But finding your own personal pickup line that you could use is great. Yeah. Like Lily's, obviously, you can share yours.
Have you ever been with the redhead before?
There you go. Like, yeah, like finding your personal fucking thing. Mm-hmm. Like,
do you like pierced titties?
Yeah. See, I wouldn't say that on a first date, but like if I'm definitely hooking up with a guy, I make jokes that it tastes like their home keys. Then I'm like, tastes like home, baby. Metal through my titties. Like, well, no, I don't say it like that, but like I'll make like a taste like home joke. I'm like, yeah, I know you're going to be sucking on my tit tonight. Just want to let you know it tastes like home, baby.
Honestly, I understand you don't want to do that the first time, but like I would. Like 5 minutes into meeting someone, if I had my nipples pierced, I'd be like, so what do you think about pierced titties? Because I have
It depends on the guy. Like sometimes I'll go on a date with a guy and I like just need to make it known. So I'll wear like a top and like when I put my hair in front of my shirt, I'll like make sure to put it like around my boobs so that you can see the little pierced titties. Like a little slut. We'll see if that's like my vibe for tonight.
I think it is.
Pierce.
Honestly, I need you to give slut tonight.
I'll give slut tonight.
Why do I have like kind of a good feeling about it?
I don't know.
Because
I think like we're hitting it off already so well.
Yes, and because like it's nothing like any of your other situations, which I think is good. Like it's
Very
just
true.
like it's fresh, it's clean, it's new. He's giving the energy back.
It's new.
It's healthy, normal.
Healthy, normal.
No catfish. No
catfish. Healthy, normal.
No one that's like too hot. It's questionable. No one that lives in another city. No one. Yeah. It seems to be normal.
Thank you, Lily.
Yeah.
Moving swiftly along. Sorry. Find a personal pickup line.
Yeah.
Okay.
Find it now.
Find it. Figure it out and then DM it to us.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Please.
Yeah. I want to hear it. Okay. Now the next thing is don't try to overdo it, and then also don't try playing it cool.
Yeah, you gotta find the sweet spot because
gotta find your sweet spot.
Honestly, overdoing it is awful and cringy, but I feel like that's more obvious. I really hate when people like play it cool because I've had a few guys where I've been like talking to them and I thought they were completely not interested in me.
Yeah, because
it turns out they totally were, but they're like playing it cool.
Yeah, but they're like they're not really complimenting you or not like like the whole playing it cool. I hate.
I'm not
cool
fishing
thing.
It out of you. Like I'm not because I'm not the kind of girl to
I'm
play it cool.
not fishing a fucking right. We have said this multiple times before.
We are not.
You
the
want
cool
chill girl?
You want the
absolutely
cool chill
not.
girls? It's not gonna be me, babe.
No, it's
like,
not. I am.
It ain't
feral
gonna
girl.
be me, babe.
Yeah.
Like I'm feral, crazy bitch.
Yeah. Like make it known that you're flirting with them, but don't make it like overly aggressive where you're complimenting them every.
But
2
I need
seconds.
you to give me something, babe.
Yeah,
like, and it's always the really hot guys that are just like giving nothing. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't know why.
Like, do you feel like your ego goes down if you compliment and like boost another person's ego?
Right.
Like
what the fuck?
Why are you?
And like, I think I'm a hot girl, but like, I don't need to like walk around acting like I'm a fucking hot girl all the time. Like, I'm also like a nice person. Like, honestly,
I know
like,
I'm hot, but like, I'm also nice.
yeah, I'm like not that bad. Although lately, this thing's been happening to me where I'll have my headphones in on the street. Maybe I'm sure it has happened to you. And a guy will like maybe sometimes I can see him trying to flag me down or get my attention, but I keep walking. But sometimes they'll just like come in front of me, like because I have headphones in. They're like, hello, and I'm like, hi, like, can I help you? And they're always like, I just want to tell you you're so beautiful, and like, can I get your number? Like, it happens to me a lot lately. It happened to me coming here yesterday, and I took my headphone out. I knew what was gonna happen. It's been happening to me, and I go, I'm late, and I put them right back in, and I felt kind of like mean after because he was like this little dweeby looking guy, and I was like, I can't be stopping, like, for all the paparazzi. Like,
there's just too much. What's that?
That
TikTok
just made me
audio?
sound
It's
like such a fucking asshole.
When we get back to New York, we're gonna have to mineralize. Yeah, minimize the paparazzi. Do you know what I'm talking about? That TikTok audio?
Oh, the TikTok audio, yeah.
Like, tell whoever when we get back to New York to start minimizing the paparazzi. Yeah,
I just made myself sound like an asshole, but like that's like overdoing it. Just like getting in my
like an asshole.
face, like it's too much. Like,
you don't sound like an asshole at all. Somebody that gets in your face and you're not interested in it.
Yeah, I'm also like we're not in the setting. Like I'm not looking for a man. Like, I'm good. Like I'm just trying to walk down the sidewalk. I'm just trying to go to Tina's. Like,
I'm just trying to go to Tina's.
Always get a little B&H. I'm like,
oh my god, yeah.
Gotta love it.
A few pointers on texting. Shall we? So first with the texting, we wrote down the effort to start a conversation and continue it if it dies, but also read the room and don't annoy them. It is sexy to initiate a conversation and want to talk to somebody if they want to talk to you. Mm-hmm. If you sense, like we know a few guys, that it's very obvious that me and Lily do not want to talk to them and they will continue to text us trying to initiate a conversation. Yeah. And while I understand that, like, some guys just, like, well, no, I take it back. Read the room. We're in 2022.
I don't mind if a guy, like, DMs me going for it. Like, I don't mind that at all.
No.
But if I then, if a guy DMs me and he's like, oh, you're so beautiful, you're so sexy, whatever.
And you're not.
I usually won't answer, or I'll just be like, thank you, like, and whatever. Yeah. Put it in my general messages, like, never talk to me again. But, like, if you're just going to, like, then they'll hit me up 3 more times. I don't answer. Again.
Yeah, exactly. That's like, okay, you're being annoying.
Come on.
Like, it's obvious that, like, I don't want to talk to you because if I wanted to talk to you, I would have continued the conversation. Or when you messaged me the second time, I would still continue to reply, whatever.
Like, it's just not.
But don't take that as us saying never initiate the conversation because it's sexy to initiate the conversation.
Always initiate. You never know. Like, go for it, dude. And, like, sometimes, it's like a guy will message you and you're really into him, but you're seeing someone or you're not in a good space, like, whatever. There can be so many reasons why you don't like reciprocate that energy, but you should still initiate it and go for it.
100%.
And
girl, shoot the shot.
Shoot your shot. Christina has this amazing flirting hack. I think we briefly talked about this, but we'll say it again for the sake of it. It's so simple. Because sometimes like I have found guys before I like got a little more serious with Work Bay, I was like really trying to flirt with guys and slide in their DMs and like whatever. Because I wasn't feeling Hinge, wasn't my vibe. Yeah. I was like, I'd rather like reach out to like a friend of a friend on Instagram or like a guy I follow on Instagram that I think is hot. But like, what do you message them? Because it's like,
you're just like, hi. Like, no, hey, you gotta
nice
say something.
Like, you have to say something funny or like whatever. Christina will just message a guy and say, shooting my shot. And like, you can put like a basketball emoji or like a eye emoji or like something or like a heart or like whatever.
I literally just say shooting my shot. And it's enough to get their attention. And if they want to reply, they can reply. And if not, they don't. But I'm telling you, 99% of the time it works.
It's so good because then
they're like, guy, oh shit. Like,
I would open that and think it was funny because it's just so blunt.
So exactly. And it's just direct.
Like, I think you're fucking hot. Like, hi. Like, hello.
Sup, shooting my shot.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's so simple, so good.
Love it.
You're giving nothing.
Right now?
Yeah.
I'm a little tired. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm back at it. Okay, next.
Back now.
Okay, well, the next one, Lily actually brought this up before, and I was like, oh my God, that's hot.
What is it?
With texting, repeat something they said earlier in the day.
I was trying to think of a good example.
I love this. I used this literally just the other day and I forget what it was. Oh, you know what it was is I was texting Catfish Boy.
Yeah.
When we were thing. And he said, when I sent him like a string of text messages, he texted me and he was like, he said something like, "This is a lot, give me a sec to digest it," or something. He said something like that. And then when he sent me back a huge message, I replied and I was like, "That was a lot, give me a sec to digest it." Like,
Yeah.
That's like not the best example, but
it can
like,
be
you get
something
what I mean.
so simple, like, I don't know, so simple.
Like, what's like something that's like not like if a guy's like maybe like you send a guy a selfie and he's like, "Oh my god, your hair looks great," and then no, I'm trying to think of a good one.
Or if they text you in the morning,
you know what
saying
we mean,
like,
though.
yeah, like if they're like, "I miss you, I really want to hear your voice," and then you text them like that night being like, "I really want to hear your voice," or like, yeah,
there's like funny things too.
There's way
like,
funnier things. You can make it funny, like if they say something funny.
Yeah, I know exactly. Fuck, why can't we come up with a good example right now?
Or like pick up on their lingo and pick up on their jokes.
Yes.
And like send it back to them.
Exactly.
Like, call me a doll.
Right. Yeah, if I told a guy about the dolls and he texted me being like, "Oh my god, you're like dolling right now,"
so
I'd be like,
you know how my roommate,
"You're getting your dick sucked."
My roommate, you guys, just had a guy. It's a long story. They met on Hinge a few weeks ago. He flew from California to stay with us for 3 days. They had never even met in person before. I'm like, great, love a serial killer.
Yeah.
In my apartment. It's fine. But he came,
He's
and
a
the
doll.
reason she was so interested in him is because when he first messaged her, he said, "Hey, doll."
Are you serious?
And continued to call her a doll, and she didn't tell him about the whole doll thing until she like met him, and he was like, "That is what got you," and she was like, "Yeah."
Oh my god. Well, I saw this girl on TikTok recently and she was like, life hack for like messaging a guy on a dating app. If you don't know what to say to them, literally the first message, just say slay. That's it. Slay.
Wait,
And
that's
they always
good.
reply. They're always like, "Oh my god, I slay."
I'm screaming because like that's perfect, because then it'll attract the good ones.
Yeah.
Like, the good guys will say something really funny back.
Exactly.
And then the bad guys will like be like, "I don't get it," or like,
Yeah.
"Okay, do I slay?" Like, and they're
Yeah.
so awkward about it. Wait, that's perfect.
They're gonna be like, "You slay." Like, yeah.
Wait, I love that.
What if you just start messaging guys on dating apps being like, the first message, "Are you dolling?
Are you a doll?
Are you dolling today?"
I would do that. Fuck, I wish I don't have any dating apps on my phone.
I
would
do I still have them? Or do I
literally
delete them?
message
I
a
have
guy
them.
right now saying,
I'll
"Are
do
you
it.
dolling?" Say, "Are you-"
I'll do it. I'm on Bumble. Once again, I activated Bumble Premium because I am going to Europe, so I'm gonna need that.
Yeah.
Who's a guy that I didn't message yet? Who's this guy? Connor. Okay, rematch. I let it expire by accident.
You can rematch.
Yeah.
Are you dolling?
Are you dolling today?
You have to send that to Jeff. Oh my god, that is
Okay.
so funny.
Connor,
Wait.
27. Anyway.
Anyway.
All right, so our last thing for texting is voice memos and pictures through the day. If you love it, you'd love it. If you don't, you don't. But I personally love a guy that'll send me a little voice memo. I love a guy that'll send me a little pic.
Well, I think it's great if, like, let's say you meet a guy like on Hinge or something on like a Monday and you set up a date for Friday.
Yeah.
I think it's a really good idea to
I just
send
remembered
voice
something.
memos, because then you
Go on.
like, I don't know, when you hear the way someone speaks, it
Yeah.
really does. That's why, like, if you see like a video of someone before you meet them, it really does give you a better sense.
Oh, an idea of who they are. 100%.
That's why I really did quit Hinge, because I absolutely cannot go off photos. It's a no.
You know, Hinge you can upload videos too.
I know, but like, guys,
Yeah, most of them
and
don't.
even if they upload a video, it's not like I had that video of me like coming out of the water.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's not videos.
Yeah, that
where
video
you
of
can,
me like jamming a Britney Spears.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my god. Yeah. Like I don't know. I absolutely have to see some sort of, even like their Instagram helps, because you can see like who they're friends with and like
Yeah.
their captions.
You know what though? Well, I actually tweeted this the other day and I got a lot of controversial responses. I said that a man that puts his Instagram in his... Here's the thing, with Bumble and Hinge, you could like connect your Instagram to your account and like at the very bottom of the account.
Because then they can't actually go to your Instagram.
Yeah, but I personally think it's a red flag if a guy in his bio on Hinge or Bumble puts like at
Why?
like my IG
Why?
at whatever. I just like, I don't know, I just
Me
don't
and Ryan,
like it.
Me and Ryan like it.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't
Because-
like it. I feel
because
like
we
it's a
need to
little like,
stalk.
I guess, yeah, if you're going to stalk.
I
but
think
I don't know.
it depends kind of why they're doing it. If I get the vibe they're doing it so that like, you know, you can, I don't know. When I go to their Instagram, I can kind of tell.
Like
their
some of them
vibe.
are like, just message me on IG and then put their Instagram. And I'm like, No. I don't like that.
No,
I don't know.
not
I mean, I
that.
guess, see, this is exactly why it's controversial opinion, because you guys prefer it. I'm like, I
do know
seems
what
cocky.
you mean, though. It kind of depends on the way they, like, if they say, like, follow me on IG or, like, message me there, I'm like, fuck no. But if they, like, casually put it, like, just somewhere at the bottom, like, just their at, and I go to their Instagram and they look cool, I sometimes feel like they're doing it because, like, you really can tell more about someone if they're active on Instagram. I don't know. It's a weird one. It kind of depends on the guy. Sometimes it is cringe, though. I completely agree.
Yeah, it depends on, like, what they say. Because, like, if they, like, put, like, a normal bio and it's, like, funny or something, and then at the very bottom they just, like, put their Instagram there, like, I think that's fine because then they actually showed you, like, who they are or whatever. But if they're, like, 26, New York City, weight trainer.
Yeah.
Follow me on IG.
Yeah, no.
I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
No. And I actually thought about putting I would never now thinking about it, but I thought about putting my Instagram on my Hinge just because I was like, I kind of rather someone just know, like, my spiel. Like, if you go to my Instagram, you get my vibe.
You know what? I have been thinking about that more and more lately, that I'm like, maybe I should just put on, because originally I didn't.
I wouldn't if I had as many followers as you do.
Yeah, but now it's torn, because originally I didn't want people to know what I do for a living because I didn't want them to judge.
No, now I kind of want them to know.
Yeah, and now I'm like, I don't give a fuck if they judge me, because if they judge me for what I do for a living, that's not the person for me. My problem is I don't want them, this is going to sound like cocky of me, but like it's unfortunately true.
I think I know
that
what you're saying.
Some guys will see how many followers I have and immediately want to match me because of that. And like,
it's your follower account. And even if they're not looking for like clout, some people are weirdly like intrigued and fascinated by that.
And I'm like, I don't want to,
and then
like,
they're gonna take you out and be like, so like, how did you get all those followers? Like, that's not the conversation.
And then I also
have.
You know what I hate too, like, it's funny if like I meet a guy that like already knows about like the show and everything, like maybe through a mutual friend, or if like, you know, there's certain situations where like a guy already knows about what I do, and like he'll funnily, is that a word? Like, in a funny way be like, oh, are you gonna talk about me and Gin and Toxic or whatever? But like, if I'm on a date with a guy, then I'm on a dating app, and then he finds out that I'm a podcaster, or I end up telling him on the date that I'm a podcaster, and I'm like, oh yeah, like we talk about dates, whatever. If he's like, oh, so you're gonna talk about this on your show? It makes me want to throw up.
And it makes me never want to talk about it on the show.
Yeah. In fact, I was gonna give you a good review, now I'm gonna give you a bad review.
Yeah.
On purpose. You fucked it up.
You
fucked it up.
Yeah. No, I agree. Like, I wouldn't put it on my Hinge if I had as many followers as you. But I feel like, actually, I was just talking to someone about this the other day. I have like 11 something K on Instagram right now, and I want to.
She's like kind of famous.
I want to keep that. I want to keep that number because
I feel that
people see my Instagram and they're very intrigued. They're like, okay, she's someone. She's not, you know, anyone too important, but she's someone, she's interesting. And I have good content there. So
no,
like,
that is a good sweet spot.
It's an intriguing number for sure.
Is.
Once I hit 20K, I'm going to be like, ugh, this isn't fun anymore.
I'm not mysterious.
I like being like a micro internet star. That's what Workmate calls me. He's always like,
micro internet star.
He's always like, who's my little baby internet
star? I always think about creating another Instagram, like a private Instagram with like just a select
Don't
few
even make
like
it
fans.
private, but just like make like a smaller Instagram that's like way more casual, no ads.
Yeah.
Ooh, that would be hot.
I don't know, like just to like give to guys. We'll see. Okay, so toxic confession time. Listen, guys. So we have like a little toxic confession, basically from. Should we keep this anonymous?
No, I don't care about him. His feelings.
Yeah, I don't think he cares. You don't care about him and his feelings.
Love you, Rob.
Love you, Rob.
No,
Anyways,
I love you, Rob. I'm kidding.
We're gonna play you the voice memo.
I'm scared.
That he sent.
Are you gonna put it in the mic, or are you gonna?
I'm gonna put it in the mic. Just take a listen to this, guys. Okay, just listen.
I know you dumb whores are recording for G&T, so here's my toxic confession of the week.
Thank you.
I pooped my fucking pants, and I wasn't sad about it. Not even the slightest bit embarrassed. I even had to smell it a little bit because I wanted to see what it smelled like. Fuck you guys.
What is wrong with him?
And
I wasn't even sad about it.
And I wasn't
fuck
even
you guys,
sad about it.
You little whores. Like,
yeah, fuck you. I shit my pants, but fuck you.
I'm going to send him a really vile voice memo when I leave here. Me and Rob be voice memoing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Rob's a doll. He loves a voice memo.
Rob is
Loves a voice
the
memo.
doll.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Rob shit his pants.
Yeah. So Rob shit his pants. But before
I love
we go,
a
actually.
shitting your pants story.
Yeah. Before we go, though, I do want to. Oh my God, this girl sent me a huge thing. I'm not gonna read this whole thing, but So our last episode we did was obviously on catfishing, and we did say in the episode that we couldn't read all of your catfishing confessions and submissions and everything, and that maybe we'll do a separate thing.
Oh yeah.
But I thought this was just kind of crazy. And I told Lily about it really briefly earlier because this girl DM'd me, and I thought this would make a great toxic confession for this week. Basically, this girl goes, one time when I was a junior in high school, I was drunk with my friends and we sent a fake application into MTV Catfish because we thought it's catfish. Who the hell is going to see it? 1 week later, I got a text saying it was X, Y, and Z from Catfish, so whatever producer, and to call them back. And I was like, uh-oh. And we didn't want to straight up tell the people that we lied because we were 17 and stupid. So we told them that we weren't interested anymore. And then they continued to call us and offered us $2,500 to keep the story. There's so much more to the story, and I can send screenshots and the entire breakdown. But seriously, you just unlocked a memory for me when you said catfishing. And I was like, girl, please send me the entire goddamn story. This is hilarious. She did send it to me. I'm not going to read it on here just because it's so long, but you guys basically the gist. But she did send me a screenshot of both. I will show Lily the voicemail transcript from the guy from Catfish calling her to be like, hey, I would love to talk to you. And then the producer texting her from Catfish saying that he got her application, would love to chat.
Wait.
And then
You wouldn't apply to Catfish, would you?
You know what's so funny is I was thinking about this now that I have an actual story.
Christina.
Imagine I applied.
Christina.
I'd be like, yeah, I don't know if he actually is, but he just goes to me.
Christina. Please.
I'll do it.
Oh,
we never know. We'll see. Maybe I'll send it.
God. No, they would maybe take it just because of who you are and stuff.
Honestly, maybe they do a little notoriety.
And then we can find this boy and embarrass him. Yay.
And embarrass him because he embarrassed me, basically.
Yeah, he did. He
God,
made you feel dumb.
This girl also, I'm kind of just skimming through this gigantic message that she sent me, but it looks like she said they were asking her if her parents know about it and that they would love to give them $1,500 compensation. And then she texted them saying no, and then they said that they could offer $2,500 compensation, and they wanted to talk to her parents to give them permission to do the show, and they kept saying shit we would love to unite you guys, and she was like, oh my fucking God. And she was like, I was just making all this stuff. She said they texted me and asked if I would be okay having actors play out my story. Yeah. They never responded to that, whatever, blah, blah. She said they called every now and again for a while, but in October, recently, they actually called again. And then I told them to please stop contacting me. And they asked me, is it over? And did you actually end up meeting him? And was he for real? So they were trying to get the story out of her. And they kept contacting her.
I appreciate the hustle.
Yeah. This is wild. She was like, yeah, in all my 20 years on Earth, I would say this has to be one of the top 5 worst ideas I've ever had. And if you ever think you're getting catfish, do not reach out to MTV unless you want to be contacted nonstop.
Jesus.
Well, in her case, obviously, she just completely lied about having a catfish story. She didn't have an actual catfish story.
She probably made it a really good story.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, iconic.
Go off, girl.
Okay, Christina's turn. You have to do it.
I have to do what?
Apply.
Oh, all right, guys. Next time we talk to you in 2 weeks, maybe I would have applied to Catfish. I'll check out the application. Let's see what the application's online. Is it a long, tedious thing or what's the vibe? I should just send them the episode of GNT when it goes up. Be like, I don't have to tell you guys about what happened. Go watch my fucking podcast.
Yeah. Be skip to this.
Catfish,
Give
MTV.
them the timestamps, though.
Oh, yeah, duh.
Wait, do it, dude.
Application.
You're a social media star.
Lily, watch out. You're a social media star.
I'm your little psychic.
Oh my God. Okay, wait. Apply now. Here we go. Name, whatever. Are you 18 years or older? Have you ever successfully video chatted or webcammed with the person you're writing about?
No.
Is the other person in your online relationship 18 years or older? Are you still in contact with them? What was the name of the person you were talking to online? The phone number and the email address of your significant other. Do you have a secret or anything to confess to your online partner? Have you made any online profiles? Do you believe that your current online crush is lying to you about who they are or what they look like? Please explain.
Wow.
Have you ever applied to another TV show? What led you to our application? Where did you meet your significant other? Please tell us about the story. Why haven't you met in person? Do you communicate? If you were to finally meet, what would you... Yeah, this is... I could easily answer these.
Do it.
Please include any social links for you and your partner if you have them. Please attach photos of yourself or your significant other.
Okay, it's happening. She's
All
doing
right, guys,
it.
it's happening.
We're going to end this episode right now so
Yeah.
that Christina can do that. Okay, we're going to be on Catfish.
And I'm also, I got to leave in like 40 minutes for Date with Boy.
Did you do your makeup? Like, do we need to touch up? Like,
Yeah. Oh, we need to touch up.
we need to touch up
Do you see my
now.
face? I'm
just-
probably like oily and disgusting.
I was in the nicest way possible telling you that you needed to touch up. Okay, so we're going to go.
All right, guys, we love you. Make sure to go follow us at Gen Toxic Podcast on Twitter, Instagram, and
Yeah.
TikTok. Make sure to
Love
DM
you.
us what the most toxic thing you've done is, and we will see you for you guys, we will see you next week. For us, it'll be 2 weeks until we record, and I'll have some
France.
Yeah, I'll have boy update, and I will have France updates for you guys. So, yeah.
Yay, love you guys. Bye.
Love you guys. Bye.